Hello, I'm Catherine Corp.
I'm Kimberly Corp.
And we're the owners of Pilates on 5th here in New York City and the creators of Pilates on 5th online. Today we're going to talk about 3 exercises in 3 minutes that you can do for the pelvic floor. And you don't really need anything. First, you can do it with a towel. We just have a sticky mat because I couldn't be bothered getting a towel. So what you'll do is you'll roll your towel up. And so Kimberly's going to get in an all-fours position. And then what she's going to do is grab the towel, and you want to put it right where your upper inner thighs are. That's where the inner thigh muscles connect right at the pubic bone. So that's where we want to activate. So now in this position, she's going to draw her abdominals in and up and then pull up the muscles of the pelvic floor while squeezing the towel at the same time and then release. You don't see anything happening. This is not a wow factor exercise. It's all very deep, very internal. If you want to intensify that a little bit, she can curl her toes under, and as she's still pulling up through the pelvic floor and engaging the inner thighs, she can lift up a little bit. All you need is a towel. Sometimes it's very helpful just to get that feeling. It's almost like a horseshoe feeling. You want to draw in and up. That's exercise number 1. So you can drop the towel. Exercise number 2, we're going to do side lying, and she's going to squeeze the ball between her knees or ankles, whichever is easier. So interesting about the pelvic floor muscles, they're independent of direction, meaning that you don't have to be in any certain position to engage the pelvic floor, which is why we're showing you 3 different ways to do it. So she's going to go ahead and straighten her legs. So you want to think of yourself as a torpedo. If we're looking from above, she's in a perfectly straight line. Now in this position, she's just going to think that she's a human tug of war, pulling her head one way and the feet the other way, squeezing the ball as you're drawing up through the pelvic floor, and then releasing. Again, there's no like wow factor exercise. You just want to see nice energy. Do something like just where you're not using any energy at all. This, you can kind of tell that nothing's going on. So if you're thinking of what it looks like, it's a lot of energy. So as she's drawing up through the pelvic floor, she's thinking of lengthening through the top of the head and through the tips of her toes and squeezing the ball at the same time. Again, the ball helps activate the inner thighs, which helps give the feeling of the pelvic floor moving up. That's exercise number 2. I'll take the ball. You can grab the ring and roll to your back. And lastly, shoulder bridge, but with a ring. So the ring is one size usually. They do make smaller ones, but they end up being a little bit heavier. You can also put it, a little bit lower. So if you're really, really small, you might not like this one. You might like the ball better. So from a nice neutral position here, as she lifts her hips off the mat, she's going to squeeze the ring. And again, think of drawing up through the pelvic floor as you squeeze. Inhale here to stay, and exhale, coming down. And again, there's no wow factor, but one thing that's nice about when you activate the pelvic floor muscles, it actually serves to flatten the abs and it augments core strength. 3 major things, 3 different exercises. And so that's what we can do to strengthen our pelvic floor. 3 exercises, 3 minutes.